Aloha Algebra 1 students, today we are writing the equation of a line in slope-intercept form, and this is the graphic organizer that we're going to use here today, so please make sure that you have your notes. You do need a pencil and 3 different color highlighters. So this lesson that we're looking at is pretty much going to be all a review from Unit 4, and this is the day that you need to be proficient or solid in this concept. So if you have any questions or concerns, make sure that you're emailing me or coming in and asking me questions so I can give you some clarification. Let's start off here by identifying B. And the reason why we identify B is because this is going to always be our starting point. This is our y-intercept, and it's always going to be through the y-axis here. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to identify the slope. And from that y-axis point, we're going to find the next point that crosses through a corner or an intersection. And we're either going to count up or we're going to count down. And then we're going to count to the right. And it's always to the right. So we count upward when it's a positive slope. We count downward when it is a negative slope. And then from there, we're going to take our m and our b, and we're going to plug it into our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. And we'll practice that here in a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at this graph here. And this graph, you can see there are 3 different lines. When we have a graph with more than one line, every line will be marked differently. And as you can see, this line is marked as K, this line is marked as F, and this line is marked as H. Let's go and get started on line F, and let's identify the B. So where does it cross the y-axis? And as you can see, it crosses it right here at -2. I'm then going to identify the slope by walking up the line until I hit the next point. And I can see that the next point is not until there. So I'm going to put another point there. And I'm going to count from this point to that point how many blocks do I have to go up and around. So from here to here, it's 7. And then I'm going to head over to the right 4 blocks. So I went up 7 over 4. Up 7 over 4. And so my slope is 7 over 4. And now I'm going to take my slope and my y-intercept and plug it into the equation. Now when we start writing the equation, because it's a function, we're going to label it one of these letters. So in this case, this is line F. So we're going to label this as f of x. F of x is equal to 7 over 4x minus 2. Because we took our m and our b and we plugged it straight into the equation of the line. And so this is going to be our slope-intercept form, and this is our equation of the line for line F. Okay, let's go to line H. And in line H, we're going to pick up a second color. And with your second color, let's identify the y-intercept, which is right there. And this is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, positive 5. So let's put 5 there. And as I walk down the slope, I can see that the next available point is right here. And this is going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's go down 5 over 3. So our slope is going to be -5 over 3. This line was called H, so I'm going to label this as h of x. I'm going to add in my slope and my y-intercept. So we have -5 over 3x plus 5. Okay, and our last example, choose a third color. Let's go ahead and find our y-intercept first. And this time we're going to be using line K. And line K goes through the y-intercept. or the y-axis right here at positive 1. I'm then going to walk up the graph until it hits a corner, and I can see that it hits a corner right here. And so on this graph, I'm going up 5 and over 6. Again, one more time. I went up 5 and over 6. So this is a positive slope of 5, 6, and a y-intercept of 1. And when I write the equation, it's going to be k of x equals 5 over 6 x plus 1. Okay, do you have any questions or concerns? Make sure you come in and see me. Thank you.